Dear viewers, today we invite you to witness a series of striking moments at the Royal Horse Guards, an emblem of British tradition, discipline, and ceremonial honor. Sadly, not all visitors treat this sacred space with the respect it deserves. In this video, we reflect on incidents where tourists overstep boundaries, both physical and cultural, and the firm, dignified responses of the King's Guard. The guard shouts loudly to drive a female tourist out of the white line boundary. The King's Guard yells at a woman standing inside the box taking a selfie. Outstanding reaction from the guard. Stay out of the box, the guard shouts as a tourist carelessly walks through it. A rude woman touches the reins, an obvious violation of rules and respect.
Don't hold the reins.
Police scold a group of disrespectful students who were being loud and unruly near the horse guards. Despite the rain, the guard firmly yells at the crowd to make way. Discipline never wavers. A man insists on touching the king's horse. The guard strictly reminds him of the rules. A reckless woman crosses the boundary and stands too close to the horse. She almost gets bitten. This outrageous tourist grabs the reins and refuses to let go, even when the guard tries to take them back. Unbelievable behavior. A female tourist crosses the boundary and is immediately warned by both the guard and a superior officer.
Hyperactive, but what the? Oh my god. I told you, you could have got in 5 minutes out. Oh bless, she didn't realise.
Parents ignore the rules and let their daughter get too close. She nearly gets bitten. Watch your children around royal horses. A man steps over the boundary, ignoring all signs. The guard acts fast, showing why these rules must be respected at all times. Get out of the box, the guard firmly tells a female tourist who walked into restricted space. Two female tourists are reminded by the King's Guard not to cross the box, a sharp and professional warning. A woman boldly enters the restricted zone, upsetting the royal horse. The guard steps in with a strong warning. A man touched both royal horses. Both the non-commissioned officer and the guard reacted immediately to stop him. Police reprimanded a tourist who touched the reins, pointing to the clear warning sign. Embarrassed, the tourist stepped back and apologized. The King's Guard quickly responded as a woman entered the restricted area. "Get out of the box!" A soldier firmly shouted, "You are not allowed here. Leave now." The tourist backed away, visibly embarrassed.
Good job, soldier.
A mother crossed the white line with her daughter. The guard immediately stepped in to correct the violation. An armed officer firmly told the family to leave the box. "Out, out, out!" A female tourist blatantly crossed the boundary. The guard didn't hesitate to order her out on the spot. Make way! A King's Guard came so close, he nearly gave the tourist a new haircut.
Can't see this guy's scales away looking orange. He's getting way too close, to be honest. Oh, Lord.
A sharp reminder not to block the guards.
You see that, guys? When this guy here walked through the front gate, he had a full head of hair.
A group of disrespectful girls shoved phones close to the guard's face. Though he remained professional, their behavior was unacceptable. king's guard snapped at tourists blocking his path, shouting firmly to clear the way and restore order. Ignoring warning signs, a careless mother let her child near the horse, which bit the girl after getting startled. A disrespectful woman taunted the guard, speaking rudely and mocking his duty. Bystanders were shocked by her behavior. She repeatedly tried to touch the reins, despite warnings. The guard intervened as onlookers disapproved of her actions. Tourists ignored barriers and touched the horse. Their disrespect triggered unease in the animal and concern among the crowd. In the heart of London, where history and tradition meet daily life, there are moments of quiet joy that touch the soul. At the Horse Guards, where noble steeds and stoic soldiers stand with dignity, visitors young and old share beautiful encounters. In this video, we invite you to witness tender smiles, respectful gestures, and heartfelt connections, each one a gentle reminder of the kindness that still lives in our world. A joyful little girl touched the royal horse as her mother held her close. Pure happiness. A heartwarming moment as the horse gently approached a man in a wheelchair. A sweet brother and sister smiled brightly while posing with the royal horse. A father lifted his daughter to meet the horse. The horse calmly approached the child with curiosity. This tiny soldier respectfully stood behind the white line. Absolutely adorable. A touching moment, a veteran chatting with the King's Guard, respect across generations. The horse showed gentle interest in a little girl holding her stuffed animal nearby. An elderly woman in a wheelchair came to visit the royal horses, a beautiful moment of connection. Two lovely young girls respectfully stayed behind the barrier, admiring the royal horse with awe. The sweetest moment of the day, a woman in a wheelchair posed proudly with a noble guard and her stunning horse. A touching scene. A mother and her 5 children visited the royal horses, their eyes filled with wonder. The horse gently leaned toward a little girl led by her father, a sign of tender connection. A perfect photo. A baby posed near the royal horse, mesmerized by its presence. This royal horse seemed to sense the kind heart of the woman in a wheelchair, a truly touching moment. A young boy in traditional attire posed proudly beside the royal horse, a scene full of charm. Two beautiful young girls smiled warmly as they posed with the horse, a tender and uplifting moment. A truly memorable photo was captured of this special man in a wheelchair with the royal horse. A happy little girl in a wheelchair posed with the horse and her brother, a beautiful family moment.
We'll take it as a carrot and bite it off. And if it's like, that looks like a carrot.
This tiny girl posed sweetly with the horse. Her parents followed the rules. Such a cutie.
Yesterday was quite
a kind gesture by the royal guard, helping a girl in a wheelchair touch the horse and take a memorable photo. A little boy proudly dressed as a king's guard. His joy and pride were absolutely heartwarming. An adorable moment as a baby was held by his father to take a photo with the royal horse. A royal horse brought peace to a little girl. She stopped crying thanks to the magic of animals. This lovely girl was truly captivated by the king's guard, watching them with admiration. The royal horse gently interacted with a sweet young boy, a moment full of affection. Just a glance, but an unforgettable bond. Watch how the horse looks at the girl and she waves in return. Love is in the air. This royal horse posed calmly with a disabled tourist, creating a beautiful moment. A kind act. The king's guard moved the horse closer so a boy with special needs could meet it. A polite little boy asked permission to touch the horse. The royal guard gently allowed him. Two young children rested in their stroller, peacefully watching the royal horse. A calm and tender scene. In the heart of London, where tradition rides tall beside the King's Guard, something soft and enduring still takes place. Amid the formal stance and the solemn steel, we find quiet gestures of humanity. Children gazing with wonder, parents beaming with pride, and noble horses leaning gently into tiny hands. These are moments where duty meets tenderness, and timeless ceremony welcomes the warmth of shared connection. Heartwarming moment. Nestled in her mother's arms, she reaches out with wonder, and the horse responds with calm affection. After capturing a precious photo, the young girl politely thanks the king's guard, a small act of respect that warms every heart nearby. She gasps in awe. This young girl's face lights up the moment she sees the king's horse for the first time. Excited giggles. The baby girl in her mother's arms squeals with delight as she gently touches the royal horse, a magical memory in the making. Shyly but confidently, a young girl asks the guard if she can touch the horse. He nods kindly, granting her a moment she'll never forget. Such kindness. The guard nods gently to a smiling grandma, letting her know it's okay to reach out. Her joyful expression says it all. A curious baby locks eyes with the majestic king's guard. There's something magical in the way this tiny soul watches with complete fascination. With utmost respect, a mother asks, "Are they allowed to touch?" The guard's approving nod opens the door to a heartwarming family moment. After petting the horse, the girl turns around, smiling and waving to the guard. Such a sweet and polite farewell. A royal horse leans in with affection toward a little boy, catching everyone off guard in the most beautiful way. Laughter fills the air as the children touch the horse's nose, each little pat met with gentle patience from this noble animal. The king's horse seems to enjoy playing with the kids just as much as they enjoy petting him. Watch their giggles light up the parade ground. With grace, the majestic horse lowers its head to greet the children. His calm demeanor showing the gentle soul behind the ceremony. A father presents his baby to the king's guard. The child beams with joy, pointing excitedly at the towering horse just inches away. This charming little girl finds herself the center of attention, especially from the horse, who lowers his head as if to say, "I like you." "Hello, kid," the royal horse seems to greet the boy standing nearby, gently nudging him with curiosity and kindness. Is it possible? The horse seems to recognize the child. With ears perked and eyes wide, the horse leans in, clearly delighted by the tiny visitor. First encounter, watch the horse's gentle and curious reaction as it sees a cute baby for the first time. A moment of pure innocence and connection. So adorable, this king's horse absolutely adores being around children. You can feel the gentle bond as it interacts lovingly with them. A female tourist quickly ran off after nearly being bitten by a horse. This is why safety boundaries exist. A rude woman touched the horse's reins. The guard's annoyed facial expression said it all. Respect the animals. In London's Horse Guards Parade, tradition lives on in silence and ceremony. Yet among these timeless rituals, troubling moments surface. Tourists, unfamiliar or unmindful of the solemnity they're witnessing, sometimes forget the deep respect this place commands. Today's video reveals the unfortunate reality: disruptive behavior, mocking gestures, and ignorance in the presence of honor and duty. A disrespectful tourist openly mocks the king's guard, showing no regard for tradition or rules. Disgraceful behavior in a sacred place. Group of loud tourists mock the guard continuously for over 10 minutes. This level of disrespect is completely unacceptable. A brave female police officer stepped in to stop tourists mocking the horse and crowding the guard. Respect must always come first. Emotional moment. A special woman in a wheelchair connects with the king's horse in the most tender and meaningful way. The horse's gentle response speaks volumes. Tears of joy. A heartfelt scene as a mother and her teenage son share a beautiful moment together near the King's Garden horse. The guard carefully moves the horse closer so a veteran can experience a proud and respectful moment with the royal tradition he once defended.
Oh, lovely to see. Look at this. Absolute.
A heartwarming moment unfolds as the captain honors a veteran soldier in a way that brings tears to the eyes. Respect, tradition, and compassion unite. First touch. Two children excitedly reach out to gently touch the king's horse for the first time, joy and wonder shining from their faces. The king's horse clearly loves children, calmly engaging with them as if they were lifelong friends, truly gentle and noble. A quiet, magical connection happens as the horse gently interacts with a baby girl. The moment feels priceless and pure. A towering yet kind royal horse meets a mother and her baby. The giant's gentle nature makes the moment deeply heartwarming. Father and child share a proud photo with the King's Guard horse. Their happiness is written all over their smiling faces. In a dangerous moment, the horse quickly bit a male tourist who ignored the warning signs and got too close. The guard shouted forcefully at a woman who wandered into the horse zone. Ignoring rules here can be risky. This woman stepped past the line, attempting to touch the horse. She was instantly denied, a clear message about respecting space. A mother ignored the rules and let her child cross the line. The King's Guard responded firmly, maintaining safety and protocol. Angry and loud, the guards shouted at a crowd who crossed the line at the archway gate. Rules are not just for show. A foolish young man touched the reins of the horse. Such reckless behavior can provoke danger and shows total disrespect. Hi, bye-bye. A cute baby waves joyfully while interacting with the royal horse, filling the air with pure happiness and innocence. We are family. That's what it felt like when the King's Guard welcomed a surprise visit.
Am I on the wrong side? No.
A heart-touching moment that reminded everyone what togetherness truly means. A moving tribute as a proud veteran spends time with the King's Horse and Guards, a quiet, respectful exchange across generations.
Yeah, I want to get a picture of the kids with the horse.
A mother and her two children beam with joy as they capture the perfect moment with the royal horse. In a beautiful act of care, the police and King's Guard come together to create a heartwarming moment for a disabled young boy. A sweet brother-sister duo pose joyfully with the royal horse. Their smiles reflect the wonder of meeting these majestic animals in person. Little girls beam with affection as they greet the King's Horse. Their playful joy and love create a sweet, unforgettable moment.
Kyle, look at the camera. Come on.
A royal horse gently approaches a baby in a stroller, showing curiosity and calm. A magical moment between a noble animal and a tiny soul. A loving mother lifts her baby close to the King's Horse, capturing a perfect photo filled with calm, curiosity, and care. A sweet baby boy gently touches the royal horse as his mother holds him near, an emotional and peaceful meeting at Horse Guards. The guard shouted loudly at a disrespectful tourist blocking the path. These boundaries must be respected at all times. Get out of the box, the guard warned a woman who crossed into the restricted area near the royal horse. A couple of teenagers mocked the King's Guard, showing complete lack of respect for tradition, duty, and discipline. A rude male tourist was firmly told to get out of the box after stepping into the restricted area. Tourist wandered into the forbidden area under the arch. The guard promptly reminded him to step back. Rules apply to everyone.
Oops. I'm just gonna march over there and get out of the rain.
Mocking the Queen's Guard, this girl posed with exaggerated expressions while filming, completely ignoring the guard's dignity. A magical meeting, a baby girl held by her mom lovingly greets the royal horse. The innocence and joy shine in this sweet encounter. Captured smiles. A mother and daughter beam with joy while posing beside the king's horse. A beautiful moment shared between generations. The young boy's smile lights up as he stands near the royal guard and horse. His delight is pure, captured forever in one perfect shot. Sitting high on her father's shoulders, the girl shares a tender moment with the horse, a warm, lasting memory between child and tradition. A proud veteran stands quietly beside the royal horse. His presence radiates respect and reflection, a touching return to London's tradition. Special child, special moment. A guard's act of kindness toward a child with special needs creates a powerful, priceless memory. VIP veteran, a kind gesture as the guard allows a veteran to touch the horse. A respectful acknowledgement of a life of service and sacrifice. A love for horses. An elderly woman lovingly pets the king's horse and the horse responds in kind. A tender connection across age and species. A baby's innocent joy as they smile for a photo with the king's horse is a reminder of life's simplest pleasures. Timeless affection, this horse clearly loves both the very young and the elderly. A truly touching interaction shows how deeply animals can feel and connect. Several disrespectful tourists approached and mocked the king's guard, treating an honorable duty as a joke. A man crossed the line and touched the horse. The guard immediately responded, reminding him to respect the boundaries. The guard firmly reminded a young boy not to cross the line, ensuring safety and reinforcing respect for the rules. Make way! The guard shouted loudly as a large crowd blocked his path. Tourists must stay clear and respect his route. The guard shouted at a man who grabbed the reins, an unacceptable act that shows no respect for the horse or tradition. Guard yelled in the face of a tourist who blocked the path. These rules are in place to keep everyone safe and respectful.
Let's see. No, there are no chestnut. Oh, bro, you just got owned.
Amid the solemn traditions of Horse Guards Parade, where duty and discipline stand tall, there are moments that quietly stir the heart. A veteran returning after decades, a child reaching out to touch a royal horse for the very first time, or a mother's thankful smile toward a kind young guardsman. Each moment reminds us that alongside honor and service, there is always room for tenderness and humanity. A heartwarming act of care as the King's Guard gently assists a parent and child, creating a moment that will be cherished forever. An older lady lovingly lifts her grandchild to admire the royal horse. While a guard respectfully expresses his gratitude, a touching display of mutual respect. A lifeguard who served during the Queen's 1953 coronation returns after 70 years. These noble horses are especially tender with infants, showing remarkable attention and love whenever a tiny visitor is near. You're safe with me. That's the feeling this royal horse gave when a father brought his baby close. Three little children light up with joy as they marvel at the majestic royal horse, a memory they'll hold in their hearts forever. In the heart of London, where tradition stands tall and silence holds meaning, there are quiet moments that speak to the soul. A baby's first smile near a royal horse, a veteran's salute met with honor, a child's gentle hand on a noble steed. These are not simply scenes of ceremony, but of human connection. Today, we invite you to witness the softer side of royal tradition, where dignity meets warmth and history embraces innocence. Sweet baby girl gently pets the king's horse. Her curious smile and soft touch create a heartwarming scene in the middle of London. A tender father-baby moment beside the royal horse. London's love story between families and guards continues. A cheerful horse reacts playfully to joyful kids and a special guest. Laughter and kindness fill the air in this unique visit. An elderly gentleman in a wheelchair shares a proud moment with the king's guard horse. His joyful expression tells a story of gratitude. Two smiling girls beam with joy next to the calm king's horse. Their laughter and bright eyes create an unforgettable memory. The majestic royal horse gazes gently at a baby in her father's arms, showing unexpected affection in this precious moment. A proud father holds his baby for a perfect photo beside the royal horse. The child's face lights up with curiosity and awe. The baby stares in wonder at the royal horse while her dad gently supports her. In a touching first moment near royalty. A newborn wrapped in love is lifted near the horse by her father. The horse responds with calm interest and gentle energy. A royal horse quietly approaches a baby in a stroller. This adorable moment melts hearts with its peaceful connection. A man mockingly imitated the marching guard, treating ceremonial duty like a joke. Such behavior is shameful. An idiot tourist put his hands on the flounce. Touching the guard or their uniform is a serious offense.
I've actually never seen it in the sign, to be fair. Oh, there we go, look, hands on the blanket. What's he doing? We've got to lose the temper in there with this clown, look. Hands straight on the flounce. What is he doing? What is he doing? Is he dumb or what? This guy's got...
Guards had to move tourists away from the horse. Their presence caused discomfort to the animal. Basic respect was missing. The guard loudly shouted at a tourist who crossed into a forbidden area. His reaction was justified and necessary. A woman touched the reins while the guard didn't notice. Even when unseen, this act is dangerous and disrespectful. Remarkable awareness. These majestic horses seem to know when a newborn is near. Their calm, careful demeanor speaks to an incredible instinct. A gentle greeting. Watch as this royal horse lowers its head with such tenderness when meeting a baby. A touching moment between a mother, her child, and the royal horse. The bond captured in their photo is full of joy, affection, and something truly timeless. Honoring the past. A moving scene as both guard and horse show deep respect to an old veteran. The weight of tradition and sacrifice is felt in every second. The horse watches a little girl in her mom's arms with calm, almost human interest. A sweet, silent bond is formed instantly. The royal guard watches over two girls approaching the horse, ensuring safety while allowing them to enjoy this magical moment. A rare moment. Veterans on motorcycles ride up to greet the horse guards. A beautiful tribute to honor and tradition.